friends, it's Sanam with Exit Realty BlackRock out of Glastonbury, and today we have Tammy Heber with Appraisal Source LLC. I'm so excited because she's here to talk about 5 appraisal pitfalls that sellers want to avoid. Tammy, you want to take it over?
Sure. Some of the things that sellers can do to prepare for the appraiser's visit is to take care of any obvious safety issues. For example, if you've had an above ground pool and you've taken the pool down but you had a deck built around it, the deck remains but the pool is gone, and the area itself really is a safety hazard. Another safety issue could be things like stairways with no handrails.
Yeah, that usually comes up a lot, actually. Okay, what else?
There are things like peeling paint, especially if the buyer is going to go for an FHA loan. Peeling paint is so important on a home built before 1978 because HUD is concerned that a child may come in contact with lead-based paint. And so if you have any outbuildings, including garages, sheds, windowsills, hatchway doors. Surprisingly enough, I see peeling paint on hatchway doors all the time. You should scrape those, repaint them, but most importantly, remember to remove the paint chips because they're still there and available for a child to get into.
Yeah, actually, we had a seller one time who had to scrape and paint a detached garage. And what they did when they scraped, they actually left some paint flakes on the soil, and the appraiser rejected it, so they had to remove all of that.
Some of the other things that I see are things like frayed electrical wires. If you see something like that, it really would be in your best interest to get an electrician in, have those wires looked at, make sure they're safe. Uncovered receptacles are also an issue for FHA. They have to be covered in order to pass the appraiser's site visit for FHA.
You were also mentioning something about the roof life on the property.
Yes, so FHA requires that a roof have at least 2 years worth of usable life. That would maybe not be in play for a conventional loan, but an appraiser would note if there were any roof issues like shingles that were missing, or they looked like they were wavy, or maybe the roof just wasn't in the best shape.
Well, and that's primarily again for FHA buyers.
Yeah, for the 2 years, yes, FHA.
Okay. What's the last one?
So the rule of thumb, especially for an FHA, is that if it's present, it must work. So that would include something like central air. Often the ductwork is in place and the condenser doesn't work. They do require that if it is present, it must function.
What's interesting is all of these things that appraisers are looking for, if sellers actually address them even before the house goes on the market, it increases your marketability value as well. It's not just for the appraisers. Regarding the FHA requirements, you were saying that in a nutshell that there are some minimum requirements, and you call them the 3 S's.
Yep.
Can you share with us what those are?
So the appraiser is really charged with ensuring the 3 S's are in place, which is safety, security, and soundness. That really is an FHA definition, but it holds true for both FHA and conventional loans.
Well, Tammy, thank you so much for coming today to share all that information that'll hopefully empower our sellers to pass their appraisal first time around. And if you have any questions, all our contact information is below. And thank you for joining us today.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you. Bye.